So how you doing? This is John Anthony Patterson, and I thought I might now just have a weblog and just see how I go. So have some fun. I enjoyed last Thursday in that I attended the Thought Leaders Summit in Sydney. I had a ball there talking about lots of interesting ideas, so I spoke. I also as well participate in other groups. So I spoke and I participated and listened and gave advice and helped. We then had some more discussions and talking and milk and drinks and whatever in the pub after that, and then I met this lovely woman who works for the government in Canberra, who'd been in Sydney that day, just for the day, to give a presentation for her work. It was great. I enjoyed it. It's groovy. So it was fun. So I went to a bar with her after, while we were waiting for our planes. I think she was catching the 8:30 plane from Sydney to Canberra, so I enjoyed spending that time with her. I think she's hot. No, I don't. I mean, I enjoyed talking with her, but she wasn't my type, but I still did enjoy her company in the there and now. In the there and then, so that was fun. I enjoyed it. It was okay, it was good. I like to think I'm someone who is reasonably spontaneous. That's who I think I like to feel I am. So I have fun talking, so my talking and my words can be about nonsense, or they can have some focus, but right now I'm just enjoying and loving the feeling of talking with a solid airflow. What's now a topic of meaning? Well, I like the idea posed in a short parable by Buddha. The parable goes something like, there was a young child who loved sweets and ate so many sweets that it started to get tooth decay. His mum thought, goodness, we have to intervene, we have to try and make it better. So she thought, what should I do? I'll take my son to visit a wise old sage. So that's what she did. So she took him to see the sage, and at the sage explained her dilemma. So the wise old sage sat the boy down and asked him all the reasons why he liked sweets. He also asked him all the reasons why he didn't want to give them up. And as well as this, he also asked questions whenever necessary to clarify the message, to clarify what the child was telling him. Eventually, the wise old sage stood up and said, I know the answer, come back in 1 week's time. So the mother brought the child back in 1 week's time, and the wise old sage promptly solved the child of his problem. The mother was curious though and said, you're a wise old sage. Why couldn't you have solved my son when I brought him to you 1 week ago, there and then? The wise old sage chuckled and paused and said, yes, but 1 week ago I too love sweets. We need to first be the change we hope to create. No, I'll say it again. We need to first be the change we hope to create in others. Groovy. I also feel we need to first seek to understand before we seek to be understood. We need to We are unable to see beyond a choice we do not understand. What research? Well, as a famous rocket scientist once said, research is what we do when we don't know what we're doing, because at the cutting edge of science, there's no instruction manual. We're cutting new ground, breaking new ground, travelling a new path, and as such, there's no rules to guide us, because it's all new. Research is what we do when we don't know what we're doing. Groovy.